The ability to observe without evaluating is the highest form of intelligence. Tell your friend that in his death, a part of you dies and goes with him. Wherever he goes, you also go. He will not be alone. One is never afraid of the unknown. One is afraid of the known coming to an end. Real learning comes about when the competitive spirit has ceased. You can only be afraid of what you think you know. To understand the immeasurable, the mind must be extraordinarily quiet, still. If you begin to understand what you are without trying to change it, then what you are undergoes a transformation. Do it or don't do it, but get on with it. The constant assertion of belief is an indication of fear. It is only when the mind is free from the old that it meets everything anew, and in that there is joy. If we can really understand the problem, the answer will come out of it, because the answer is not separate from the problem. Thought is so cunning, so clever, that it distorts everything for its own convenience. It is love alone that leads to right action. What brings order in the world is to love, and let love do what it will. Acquiring knowledge is a form of imitation. Be a light unto oneself. The primary cause of disorder in ourselves is the seeking of reality promised by another. Analysis does not transform consciousness. To understand life is to understand ourselves, and that is both the beginning and the end of education. The significance of life is living. When we suffer, we have made it into a personal affair. We shut out all the suffering of mankind. Truth is a pathless land. The ending is the beginning. And the beginning is the first step, and the first step is the only step. To understand yourself is the beginning of wisdom. The only freedom is the freedom from the known. It is only in alert silence that truth can be. Thought is the origin of fear. What has validity is your living, not what happens tomorrow. Self-knowledge is the beginning of wisdom, which is the ending of fear. No one can describe reality. You must experience it, see it, feel the whole atmosphere of it. Peace is the break between two wars. peace can come only when there is love. Freedom from the known is death, and then you are living. Leaders destroy the followers, and followers destroy the leaders. The observer is the observed. The important thing is, first to find out what you are afraid of, to understand it, and not run away from it. The ambitious man has never found his true vocation. To compare is the very nature of a mind that is not awake to discover what is true. Peace is of the heart, not of the mind. To know peace, you have to find out what beauty is. In understanding what beauty is, we shall know love, for the understanding of beauty is the peace of the heart. When I understand myself, I understand you, and out of that understanding comes love. Intuition is the whisper of the soul. Here's my secret. I don't mind what happens. Truth is more in the process than in the result. You are the world, and the world is you. Meditation is not a withdrawal from life. Meditation is a process of understanding oneself. Do not pursue what should be, but understand what is. Meditation is the action of silence. Happy is the man who is nothing. You can look only when the mind is completely quiet. The mind has to be empty to see clearly. In obedience, there is always fear, and fear darkens the mind. Free yourself from the psychological structure of society, which is to free yourself from the essence of conflict. Fear is not of the unknown, but of loss of the known. When you are free, you have no choice. What you believe, you experience. Belief creates its own experience. Therefore, such an experience is not true. Without knowing myself, I have no real basis for thinking. To know yourself, you need not go to any book, to any priest, to any psychologist. The whole treasure is within yourself. The mind gives meaning to anything, but the meaning it gives is meaningless. Pain itself destroys pain. Suffering itself frees man from suffering. If you lose touch with nature, you lose touch with humanity. Freedom is always at the beginning and not at the end. To change the world, we must begin with ourselves. Love, and don't be caught in opinions and ideas about what love is or should be.